When I first started making these workouts, I had no idea what I was doing. I really didn't. I just took the camera and I placed it on this little half wall that we had, and it just started making the workouts. The workouts of the day, the WODs, whatever you want to call them. It really was just nuts because it was just a routine that I just started doing every day. And I had no idea the impact that it would make today. And so with that, I mean, it just was like, okay. And also, I didn't realize that when I was doing them, that's all I was doing for exercise was those 15 minutes. And I didn't really realize also, there's just so much I wasn't aware of that I am today. And now it has just made a massive shift. That the only exercise that I actually get done is my own stuff. And that's not to brag or anything, right? That's not to say I know it all. It's just more or less the only way that I know I can be active is if I follow my own experience, my own understanding. And that's, I mean, every day, and that's why the 365-day, understanding comes along. It's like the 365-day approach is exactly what it is you try every day to be consistent. And it's not going to be perfect. If you think, that I'm saying work out 7 days a week, I'm not, because it's just not going to happen. The realization of what that is just not going to happen. And that's why I was putting them together. At most, at the time, I was going 5 days a week, and then every now and again, I'd hit a 6th day. But on the 7th day, you're like, no way, I'm not working out today. Which happens, right? Then you hit Monday again. Or if you have like a Sunday to Thursday schedule, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? 5 days a week you have structure, and then 2 days a week you don't, and that's okay. Like, that's completely 100% understandable. So that's the nuts. It just was nuts to me to be like, whoa, I had no idea what I was doing, and it made such an impact on people, right? When I started putting them on the blog, it made real big, it made some pretty good sense to me that at that point, I can actually help people. I can actually find a way to help people in measurement, right? And have measurable outcomes. And without measurable outcomes, it's just a hobby. And on that, on this journey, it started out, if you want to call it a hobby. I had no idea, because I was just reading from my notebook that would, I'd come to find out that notebook would be gold, right? Because I just kept creating these workouts every day for 365, right? Every day. I had no idea what that meant. That was pretty dang cool. So, what you're about to hear is a video that is probably the most real that you're ever going to hear from me. So right at the beginning, you're going to hear me just completely, you're going to hear some happiness, some sadness, some madness, like me actually being mad, so be prepared for all of that. But at the end, it'll all come together. And that is the truth. That is my truth. That is what I offer the world every day. So give it a go. If you can, go all the way to the end. Listen to the end of the video. It's just the most true I have ever been in my life, and that is me. That is me to my core. Get ready for it. My name is Jed Coburnus, and if you're seeing this, you're either seeing this from right inside my homepage, my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, wherever you're seeing this video right here. Awesome. Welcome, because you're about to get to know my approach, who I am, what I am all about, and here we go, right? So there's this approach, this program, this challenge, this way that I have created, right? That separates the serious from the curious from the serious, right? And essentially, I know exactly
who is going to be good for this and who's not going to be good for this. Okay? I'm an exercise physiologist. I have been practicing movement, functional movement and exercising regularly, whatever it be, since 2008, right? Beyond that, I've always just had a passion for helping people move, whatever works for them, okay? But, this 365-day approach is either you're going to do it or not. So, what I mean by I know who I want to work with, when it comes down to it, you got to be committed for a year. Like, it's going to be 365 tries. If there isn't 30 days, there isn't 90 days, there isn't pills, there's no saran wrap, there's no pink anything, there's no magic pill. It's you. You are your own problem, and you're your own solution. That's it. I'm not selling you anything. I'm not convincing you of anything. I'm not in the business of that. That's crap. It's not what I do. I sell you back to you. That's my approach. So, 365 what? 365 workout of the days. They're called WODs, right? You start with workout of the day number 1. You like, you comment, you share right on that blog post. That gives me an idea that you're actually freaking doing it, right? Like, you're actually giving it a solid try. It doesn't have to look good. It doesn't have to be any kind of awesome, great anything. You just have to interrupt your patterns enough to give it a shot. Try 365 movements, 365 honest efforts, because there's one thing that I know more than the sun's gonna come out tomorrow, is that if you solidly try for 365 days, 1 year, you're gonna get it. You're going to get it. It's impossible to fail if you actually try it. Now, is it going to be perfect? Are you going to be, 365 for 365? No, not at all. Like, that's not the point. The point is to actually try, is to actually interrupt your patterns enough to start believing that you can do it. That's it. There's no magic formula for it. There just isn't. If there were, don't you think I'd be selling that to you? That's really what it is. I'm not selling you anything. You're going to comment right on the blog post for WOD number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 365, because they're there. And start in order. It only makes sense, right? If you want to start at WOD number 10, go for it. If you want to start at WOD number 50, whatever it is, go for it. Just make sure that you're doing something every day. Putting your, right on the side of the blog, putting your, your email in, then like when the new blog post comes out, then you know you're not going to miss a day. That's a big deal to me. So, if you're here, if you're seeing this, if you're hearing this, and you're thinking, okay, yeah, I'm going to give this 30 days. Don't even bother, okay? Don't even bother. I'm so selective on who I want to work with, and I'm good with it. I really am. I'm good with not working people who can only see 30 days from now. I want you to realize that it's going to take a year from now. I know that's being pretty specific. But again, I'm so in touch with what I got going on in here. I'm so confident that by the time you hit 365, it won't even matter. Heck, by the time you hit 200, it won't even matter. You'll just be so set that every day you have to get movement in. And it will be so set in your ways that everything else that takes 21 days or 30 days or 60 days or 90 days won't even matter. Won't even matter. You will just have it. You will just have it. Whatever it is, there's so much more than just movement. You can apply this anywhere with whatever you're doing. It just gives me goosebumps to know that those people are there. You are there. You are here. You are so ready for this. That 365 days from now, give or take, right? You're going to be so different. You're going to be so different. And all it takes is maybe 15 minutes at most each day. Because nobody has time, right? Nobody has time. And I understand that. Full-time exercise physiologist, volunteer firefighter, networker, right? What do you think I'm doing here? A father and a husband. Like, that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on. But I fit it in, and that's how it works. Efficient movement, and coaching, and love, right? That's what I do. I execute. The executioner of exercise physiology, of blog posting, of whatever it is in life that I'm already doing. I figure it out. I fit it in. I don't go to bed until. And that's by the time 365 days are done, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to be at. If you're ready for a year-long commitment to yourself, then I want to work with you. If you're looking for 21 days, 30 days, 90 days, 6 months, whatever it is, then you're not ready to work with me. And I'm okay with that. You just have to decide for yourself what you're okay with. If you want a pill, wrap, magic potion, I'm not your person. I'm not gonna work with you. If you want a meal plan, if you want a special diet, then I'm not your person either. Life's too short to be restricted. If you want to learn how to love within, how to love this person right here, and commit, make the true commitment to yourself, then I'm your person. It feels pretty cool to know that. So you reach out. You let me know what you're comfortable with. If you want to be on my newsletter, awesome. jedcorvinus.com/mentorship. Let's start there. If you want to start with the workouts, jedcorvinus.com/WOD1. Give it a shot. And the best part about all of this is my children, man. Like, they get to see it. I record most of the workouts with my kids being around because I know at the end of the day, they're getting all of the knowledge and experience that I have through osmosis. Like, it'll just absorb into them. And you'll see, right? You'll see in the workouts. It's amazing. And you'll hear this, what I'm about to say, about 1,000,000 times, but I believe it. And I know it. It's this: if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn. Start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Stay blessed.